up and running. Man, I'm so glad to see Solana has come up and, you know, gone into price discovery again, because that's the one that I'm always backing. Like, I'm always saying, yo, check Solana out. It's a long term, you know. It's a solid project.
Yeah, it's funny. I was scalping Solana at $37.
Yeah, dude, me too.
Like a while ago.
Yeah, I was doing that, and it's just crazy to look back on your old trades and then see how different the value is these days. It's like, damn it, I should have just held it. I'd be in a much better position. Yeah, but that's crypto. Like, you just never know.
Yeah, can't look back.
Yeah, don't look back in anger. Alright, I'm gonna get this tweet out that I'm live. And then at everyone, like, tweet it, and then Discord share it as well. And then where do I need to do it as well? So in my actual Discord, YouTube, at everyone. There we go, that should do it. Alright, so here we go. We're up and running now. We're 2 hours and 17 minutes into the current daily candle. Solana is having a really good start to the day. It's actually gone and flipped ADA. It's above Cardano now. That's something I'm proud to say I was calling for. I still think it belongs in front of BNB. It's definitely a strong competitor to Ethereum even. So, you know, it really wouldn't surprise me if one day Solana takes the second spot. But we'll see. That's super long term, and I mean, Ethereum's over $500 billion market cap, so that's a big journey to get up there. But yeah, we'll see. It's almost about to take out Tether for 4th spot. It's only a couple of billion away. And it is climbing still. Sand, after yesterday, we know like a lot of the gaming NFTs were running hot, but it looks like they're just cooling off for today. They're in a bit of a corrective wave. Let's have a look. I'm just sorting this by what has dipped heavy. That new crypto to hit KuCoin a few hours ago, that went up like, I think 1,000% or 9,000%, something crazy. That's correcting. That's, you know, pulling back as would be expected. Those things don't last forever. Those crazy parabolic moves. So yeah, I'm just gonna start on Bitcoin. So, what's up, YouTube? We got Petrolhead, Echo, Spirit, Buddy, SD Willie, DOGE, Tyson. How are you guys? Good to see you. Let's see, we've got... Alright, so Bitcoin, it broke out of this pennant type formation, and it got above this previous pivot, so that's a good sign. Like, we've got above this resistance, these two. So that is a higher high. We know that, you know, obviously we are out of that downtrend. We're now in a new uptrend. The downtrend that I'm referring to is this one. That's that ABC correction. And we're basically looking at a nice inverse head and shoulders right now on Bitcoin that we have already broken out of. Like, the neckline is basically the top of this wedge here. This wedge. That seems to be the neckline for that inverse head and shoulders. So, Yeah, the green light is on. We just have to wait for that volume to step in and that the bulls to take positions in Bitcoin and ride it up and push it up. But it's yeah, so it's got above that golden pocket, the 618 fib, and at the moment it's dunking back down below. But I'm still sure, like, well, not sure, but I'm still, like, my sentiment is that this is just getting started. This is like a wave 5, and Bitcoin will be in price discovery in either the coming days or coming weeks. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Could be wrong. I mean, we all know how unpredictable crypto can be. So this bull flag, by the way, if I go back to like the 5-minute chart, that broke out really well. That caused a nice rally up. I mean, I don't trade Bitcoin because the performance over any kind of stretch it's only like a couple of percent when it's up this high. Like, and the more expensive Bitcoin becomes, the less lucrative it becomes to trade, unless you're using leverage. So yeah, that's why the alts are so great, because they move fast. They move heavy percentages in a short amount of time. So Sand was fun to ride yesterday. That was doing all sorts of crazy moves. Even this morning, like just before the daily candle today ended, it got this nice little kick. But so far, it's in heavy retracement here, like pulling back. So it's not over yet, though. I'm still optimistic for Sand to continue to rally. There is a trend on the bottom side here that I'm gonna steal this line and draw it out just to show you what's currently in play. So it's currently resting on that support right up here. So hopefully that's enough to cradle it and then get the ball rolling for another rally up, perhaps, before maybe coming down, getting in touch with it again. We'll see. But yeah, these long-term trend lines, they do break eventually. There is a point in time where they fail and cause a deeper corrective wave, but yeah, I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on it. Delete this fib. Actually, no, that fib's still necessary. I'll keep it there. The all-time high line, though, I think we can change that. That belongs up there. Alright, Dogecoin. Damn, has that been flat and boring. This was like a little bit of a glimmer of hope, this move up, but still, consolidation. The good thing about it, though, is from this low to this low to this low and now to this area, it is slowly gaining momentum. Like over time, it's creeping up. It's like under the radar. I'm not sure what position it holds now. It's still in 10th position. Comfortably 10th. Shiba hanging around 9th. So it's not leagues ahead of Doge. It's only like a couple of billion. Let me get the Shiba chart up as well. Yeah, it's fun to keep checking back on Solana because that thing's doing really well today. Hopefully it's a good solid 24 hours of just trending activity on Solana. That would be awesome. But we'll see. See how that goes. Alright. What was I going to look at? Shiba. What's that been doing lately? I haven't really been paying attention to Shiba too much in the last couple of days. But alright, it's pulling back. Okay. Still cooling off from that that all-time high run-up. But can you see the... I don't even have to draw lines around that. You can probably see that pennant yourselves. But I will. I'll draw it in. There is like a big bull pennant forming. Hopefully it gets the bullish breakout you know, that is anticipated from this kind of pattern. You know, price ascending into the shape, consolidating sideways, and then, you know, getting the bullish breakout. Just like it did back here. It did the same thing, you know. It took, you know, a few, what was that, 2 weeks? Something like that. Anyway, days and days going sideways before, boom, the next phase, the next breakout, leg up. To me, it does kind of look like an Elliott wave situation, like where it's, let's see, a 5 count Elliott wave. So like wave 1, wave 2, wherever that, you know, comes back to, something like that. And then wave 3 all the way up to here. Wave 4 is the pullback off wave, the high of wave 3. And then the 5th wave, hopefully, is to come. We'll see. If you're interested in learning about Elliott wave theory, there's a really good channel. It's called Trade Devil, I think. I'll just type that out in the YouTube chat. By the way, if you're wanting to jump into the Discord, I'll put a link to that up there too. Free to join. You know, if you've got questions that you want to ask, come on in and ask away. I'll do my best to answer them. But
so should I buy now?
I'm no expert. Should you buy now? Depends on what you're buying.
Yes, absolutely. But wait, what coin? Yes.
Yeah. All right, let me pin this. Crypto Down Under free Discord. There's the link to it. Discord.gg/Crypto Down Under. All right, Shiba. So yeah, even though Shiba looks kind of ugly today, like it's pulling back, it's 3% down. If you scroll out and look at the bigger picture, it is winding up to something, and hopefully it's a move up. Like it's squeezing down. So, you know, fingers crossed we get a move that was similar to what happened back here on that wedge. You know. So watch this space for Shiba. And for Doge, I mean, even it is squeezing to something, hopefully another leg up, and not just, you know, falling back, you know, needing the support of this trend line, this long-term trend line here. Like, I think we've paid our dues with Doge. Like, you know, let's get the ball rolling. Like, let's start rallying up with the rest of the market, because we all know Bitcoin's, you know, punched a new all-time high, and, you know, the green light is there. There's enough fiat back in the market for Doge to perform back up to at least its all-time high and go back into price discovery. But yeah, we just haven't seen it quite yet. Watch this space. Now, so we've covered sand. That's come back into contact and has found seemingly pretty good support on that trend line. It is kind of scary looking because there is a bit of like a rising wedge potentially. I mean, that's a bit of a stretch to call it a rising wedge. I don't know. I guess that's open for debate whether that's a rising wedge or not, but we'll leave it to just focusing on the support side rather than trying to put up resistances at this point. So if I do it, I'm going to delete this fib here for sand, and then we know that this is obviously the low point, the pivot that got the ball rolling to its all-time high here. So from that information, we can do a fib retracement and see if if it reacted to like a fib for support. And yes, look at that. I really love that golden pocket, that Fibonacci retracement zone. So that's, you can see it's being cradled by these guys, the 618 and the 65 fib level. All right, so from here, if we're going to call that the top, or the, you know, the local top and the local bottom, we can do a fib retracement the other way to see what resistances we're going to be facing climbing back up for sand. And that'd be this. So we haven't even really come to the first hurdle just yet. So It's early days, but yeah, that's what it'll look like going forward. And you can see how this lines up. This pivot here lines up with a retest at the golden pocket. So maybe it'll be something like this, where it gets resistance, comes back down, meets the trend line, rallies back up, reattempts to get through that resistance, and then breaks it, and then rallies back up to all-time high. Maybe something like that. We'll see. See how it goes. Wait, let me step forward a couple of steps there. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. I'll lock that fib in, delete these squiggles, and we'll come back to it. What else is trending today so far? AI.
30, Rick.
Oh, did it? Sweet. I think this is the one to watch today. This has definitely got the spotlight, even though the figure 3.6% up for the day is not seemingly impressive compared to these alts, but remember how big it is. Solana is now 5th on the leaderboard. It's hunting down Tether for a 4th spot. Look at that. It's almost neck and neck. It's 69 billion versus Tether's 70.5 billion. But that's just, Tether is just the result of people, jumping out of a trade and taking profit. And that money goes into Tether, and then when they see another opportunity, it comes back out of Tether and, pushes up. Doge ADA is depressing. Yeah, I agree. It's been quite flat, but that doesn't mean I'm not spelling it out, like I'm not writing it off. It could still rally up later on, but I think Solana is like the
ADA will do its thing. ADA will come around.
Yeah.
Hey, Rick,
So
Rick, look at Cardano on the daily real quick, or like 1 hour.
ADA on the daily.
Wick down today.
Okay, I'll have a
Down
look.
to like 1.8.
ADA daily. Yeah, it's in a giant falling
Binance
wedge.
US too.
Yep. Yeah, it took
Actually,
a leg down.
maybe it was only on Binance US.
Oh yeah, Binance US tends to do that. They have these crazy wicks, either up or down, and it's pretty volatile. But I don't know what that's all about. Whether it's like a stop hunt or a liquidation hunt. Who knows? But yeah, it is in a huge falling wedge, which to me looks bullish because it can only fall for so long. It's got this long-term trend line here on the bottom side, so it could still rally down and maybe even break down out of this rising wedge, find support on the trend line, and then rally up. I guess we'll see. There's no doubt on the macro view, ADA is in a big old long-term uptrend. Look at this. We got a high, a pullback, a higher high, and then a higher low.
Last time it did this, it came down and it hit the 200, a little bit beneath it, and then it slammed back up again. So that's probably what we're looking at here, is for it to do the same thing. And what do we have? We probably have, maybe 4 or 5 more days of this, maybe just 2 more days. But I think that, the longer it takes for it to get to the 200, the shorter amount of time that it has to go, because the 200 is in an incline. So I think that it just needs to come down and hit it, and it'll bounce right back up again.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it.
Every time it does it.
Yeah. It's in the top 5 for a reason. Although, it was top 5, but yeah, I think, a lot of Solana coming up at the moment, a lot of it would be just, the trend, and that, when it does correct, maybe it'll settle back below ADA, who knows, but I think long-term, both of these are pretty sure bets. You're gonna, there's no guarantees, of course, but I'm strong believers in both of them, as well as Ethereum.
If I look at ADA's 15-minute, it does kind of look like we've got a little bit more work to do to get to that point. So, I would say at least a couple more days.
Yeah.
Before I'll even really assess this chart again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because if something's not right, you know what I mean? Like if something doesn't look like it's getting ready to move in the next day or two, then I put the chart away and I work on something that will.
Rick,
Yeah,
can you have a look
exactly.
at XRP, please?
XRP? Yeah. Let's
Thank
check
you.
it out. All right. So, tab here. XRP, like, yeah, I really want that thing to take off like crazy, XRP, because I know there's a lot of people that hold positions from like further back that just want to get that money moving again, you know. But it's held above $1 like quite comfortably for so long now. Like, this is the daily chart. Look at all of this like action just here. Like, it's been very flat and boring, but it by no means has it crashed out and, you know, people have like stopped believing in it. It's the fact that it's above $1 is a big deal, because this thing has spent most of its existence well below $1. Like, I mean, check out all that, like all that time spent there, well below $1. That's crazy. Even below 50 cents, you know. So it is still, I'm still optimistic for it long term. I think this court case with Ripple, yeah, there's I don't know. I haven't heard the latest with that. Have you guys heard anything about how that's going, Ripple and the SEC?
I have not.
Yeah. I don't know. This thing just feels like this is my like wild card, XRP. Like, it's just sort of under the radar. People kind of, you know, they still have it in the back of their minds, but they're just riding whatever's moving. Like, I mean, Solana's a good one. Like, that's obviously what's trending at the moment. Shiba, that was a couple of weeks ago, or a week ago. That's been doing really well. It seems to be, yeah, they all take turns. They all take turns. We're just hoping that DOGE gets a turn at some point to do something crazy. It's just very strange that it just, I think Shiba has a lot to answer for the fact that DOGE hasn't gone back into price discovery yet, because I think
I'm
yeah.
of the opinion that DOGE has been kind of lassoed. I feel like last week it wanted to run.
Yeah.
And I wish I had the chart pulled up to prove what I was saying, but I remember seeing it last week, and it was very choppy. Like, it looked like it wanted to jump, and then it was like no, and it was like yes and no, and then the Facebook thing came out, you know, and then Mana and all basically game tokens started to run at that point, and Doge got pushed back down. So I think that like the Doge run is probably a little bit more of a planned event, much like it seemed like Sheeb was.
Yeah.
And so we're
Like
going
a
to throw
viral-
all the game tokens out there. Yeah, it needs to be viral. So
Yeah.
I'm really kind of glad that it didn't happen for those that are holding Doge, because Mana and Sand and Matic didn't really go as much as I thought it would, but it did definitely create new support, which is impressive. I've not
Yeah.
seen Matic really hold this position as long as it has. I mean, it is technically a new high, right? The Matic 195. It was usually, to me, Matic was tradable between like 110, 160. Like, that was good movement.
Definitely.
Shiba is pushing down right now. It might not hold here.
Yeah, we'll see if it can stay in this pennant. It might break down and completely invalidate this whole, you know, theory of it taking another leg up, but we'll see how it goes. Sand, even that's pushing it right now. I thought that was getting cradled, but in the last 10 minutes, it's found resistance, and people are, I'm guessing maybe something's happening with Bitcoin right now. Let's see. Not really.
Ethereum is doing
still
well.
kind of just chopping sideways.
Actually, Bitcoin's actually come down a little bit from today's intraday high. Ethereum's holding up really well though. 45.95.
Yeah, that was price discovery only a couple hours ago, right? Well, it is still in it since higher time frame. Yeah. Damn. And Solana.
It does look like Mana might be trying to move into a little bit of a downtrend, so look out on
Mana. Yeah. So I want to look at
Yep.
Matic, Mana, and Harmony. Those are the three that I want to have a look at.
Yes, let's look at Harmony, because I do want to take
I like it. Let's do it.
Okay, one is the ticker, ONE.
I'm here to cheer you guys on. See, there needs to be a cheerleader, and I've got you.
Yeah, appreciate that.
I don't know.
Here we go. So it's still in this falling wedge, this big falling wedge. I'm on the hour chart. I'm zoomed out. There is this rectangle here of support, which it's used here, all of this here, all of that, and now it's coming to that support range again. Will it hold? It's coming to make or break. Like this, the apex of this falling wedge is getting closer. We'll have to see. But fingers crossed, it just gets that pop out, and then to get above that, that's like the first key level. Break above these previous highs, and then we can start saying it's in an uptrend. But yeah, for now it's definitely testing that support, so no guarantees at this stage.
A next support level, closer support level of, where's that at? Like 27.6 or so, and the next one drops down to 26. But for me, it's been hanging, because I do pivot points. It's been hanging out in the actual pivots right above the support this whole time. It originally was up in my my resistance channels, so it made it that far, and then it came back down, and now it's just hanging out here. So if it breaks below 27.6, then I'm not ready to jump back into it at all. But then at the same time, if it gets back up over 31, I'm going to be looking for it to hit 32, and I'll probably try to catch an entry between 31 and 32 on the pullback. What was its last high? 38.02, close to that. I'm kind of gauging it just on the hourly, so it's hard. 37.9. I like Harmony. I like it a lot.
Yeah, fundamentally, I think it's pretty sound.
I like the chart too.
Yeah, like over time, I mean, if you're an investor type trader, or like really long-term swing trader, then Harmony is healthy. Like it's in this really nice long-term macro uptrend. So it's not like it's come up and made an all-time high for the year and then comes straight back down and it's trying to do things like that. Like, because a lot of alts do look like that, where they've done something parabolic and they just have not recovered to those previous highs. So the ones that have, they're the ones with promise. Like, so Harmony one, big tick of approval. Sand is like healthy because it's a real project. Like it's a game token. It's Mana, Sand, all these Engine, ENJ, Solana,
Chili's,
Ethereum, Chili's. Like they're all like projects that have a unique.
Blocktopia.
Yeah, Blocktopia. Yeah.
That's my favorite one. I don't know why, but it's just because I just imagine this skyscraper type building, and they just rented out space to KuCoin. So KuCoin is already, got some spot there that they're going to be in. So that was kind of cute.
Cool. Yeah. Well, bring it on.
Sand on the daily just looks out of control and not something that I would like. If I was going to invest in it long term, I would not be doing it quite yet. But Sand has been really fun to scalp for me for the last 3 or 4 days. So,
yeah,
Rick,
Sand is awesome.
On the earlier channels.
Yeah. Well,
because I'm still enjoying it.
Yeah, it's I was trading it back. Yeah, let's see, where are we? Go to the daily. When Sand made that crazy rally earlier this year, like March, yeah, around here. This is where I was trading it. And then it just, this moment, October, like end of October, damn, explosion up. But yeah. I mean, there are cryptos that are around that are ready to do something big like this, and hopefully Doge is one of them. But we'll see. We'll see. Even if it is just a flip, like a push up, like a rally that comes to an end and pulls back severe. Like, we just want the rally. We just want to see some action on it. As traders, I don't know. Investors, that's up to you. If you believe in Doge as a long-term solid project that's solving problems like around the world, then yeah, that's your choice. But my opinion is that it's a viral trend crypto. Like, that's what I see it as. I mean, it works, it's functional, it has its it's quite simple. It's like a remix of Litecoin, right? It's
wow.
Yeah, but
okay. Today's the 2nd. That's right. Okay, so yesterday Sand had an all-time high of 349. Today it reached back up for that. 338 didn't make it. It tried. Little engine that could, it did not make it.
Yeah, and right now it's very much testing its supports at this range. It's kind of showing that it's about to lose this trend, this really long-term trend line here. Well, long-term, this is only going back to the 1st of November, but yeah. This trend might be over. We'll see.
Yeah, it was up past my pivots, so it was higher than I expected for sure, at like 267. I could see it bouncing off around 255 again, maybe try to make another run for that all-time high. If it doesn't make it that time, then it's steam. I mean, I don't know. Nothing is really going to surprise me with this because it is now trading. Wait a minute. Is that higher than Mana? 290, 280, within 10 cents of Mana.
Wow.
Which is insane. Because
it's crazy.
Mana, yeah.
Matic.
What was
is the
31st? The morning of the 30th, right? Was the morning that Matic or Mana and Sand took off. Morning of the 30th, Mana was trading at a high of 131, right? Sand, if I can get to the 30th, let's just like somewhere in there.
I'm gonna find my Mana chart while you're talking there.
I'm just gonna like, oh my gosh. So Mana started the morning out on the 30th around about a high of 111. That was Sand. Okay, so they were kind of close, actually.
Yeah,
I feel like
Decentraland.
at one point on Saturday they were at a huge gap because Mana hit $5 on Saturday. Sand got nowhere near that.
Yeah, it's I don't know how their circulating supply differs, but it is like right now technically, like we had this pennant, and it's threatening to break down and like drop and lose that bullish projection of it breaking out. But yeah, I mean it's still quite choppy. Like it's hard to draw a pennant around that. You have to chop off a lot of wicks, but
yeah,
I mean that's how volatile it's been in the last couple of days. It's been very noisy. But yeah, maybe this was all just Facebook metaverse type hype. Well,
it's not going to go away. I mean,
right,
that.
Right. No, I agree. I don't think it's going anywhere, but it's cooling off that huge day that it had, because that was crazy.
Yeah.
I wish I was home for that. I wish I traded that, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys did get in on that.
Yeah. I think I traded it like 3 times that day.
Wasn't that like 500%?
Yeah, it went up crazy.
Yeah, I had 300% gain that day with a combination of 3 trades.
Beautiful. Was that just spot traded or like leverage or?
I was leverage trade.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. That's what it's all about.
I mean,
it is worth waiting for those big days, like those just really obvious strong trends. If you're sitting on your hands, it's okay.
The same thing. I think Sunday I got another 55%, and then yesterday cumulative I traded Sand twice, and had another about 120% like together. And then today on Solana, I think I got about 40% scalping Solana. Let's talk about
there you go. Yeah, Solana's great. By the way, Matic is trending really nice today. Like it gunned up, made this high, hours ago, but it is still healthy. It's still holding the higher lows. Yes, it pulled back, but yeah, it's gunning. Hopefully, it can get up above that previous high. So if you were to draw like a little mini Fibonacci retracement, these are the little levels that we're dealing with. So we're currently fighting that golden pocket of resistance on the short term here. So with any luck, we can get up into price discovery. Well, not price discovery, but let me see. Where is the all-time high? $2.70 for Matic. Let me bring this line in front. By the way, little hint. If you want to get, if you've got a drawing that you want to bring to the front, like see how my purple line, my pink line is obscured by my Fibonacci retracement here, but I want it to be on top, you can right click on the line and go visual order, bring to front, and that way it'll be up on top like that. Just a simple little tip. Let's see. All right, so it's got all of the features of a nice uptrend. There's no doubt about that. We got higher lows, higher highs. As far as the oscillators are concerned, like, is there any divergence going on? Not on the daily. The daily's all healthy movement. There was divergence back here. See this bearish divergence here. And that's what caused this pullback. So if you're an Elliott wave trader, it kind of looks like it's on its third wave, third wave up. So if you take this point, this high, and then the pullback as the trend-based fib extension, you could see if it's what kind of targets it's working towards. So, and by the way, we were looking at this major pennant type situation as well, and it's cool to see that it broke out to the upside for that. All right, let's do that trend-based fib extension. See how it goes. So here to there, back to the pullback, and we'll wind this across. Wow, look at that. Check out where it hit and met resistance at the 1. So that's target taking zone. If it goes beyond 1, the 1618 is the next, which puts it a little bit above all-time high. So this could be one to watch, Matic, over the next couple of days, or even just the next few hours. We'll see. See if it can break through, keep the momentum. But yeah, definitely scalpable if you're like a bull scalper, I think. Just, you gotta pick your times, pick your entries, and don't succumb to the FOMO. Hey, Tuggy Pepper, what's happening? I saw you sent a message on one of my videos. I'm gonna see if I can address it. Sorry that I haven't got back to you on that one. Let's see. And thank you to all of you, faithful Crypto Down Under fans or supporters. I appreciate you guys coming back and tuning in and checking the channel out. So yeah, it's what keeps me coming back.
Still waiting on some merch.
Pardon?
So I'm still waiting on you to get some merch out, Rick.
All right, yeah, definitely. Yeah, some T-shirts with the Crypto Down Under logo stamped on the front and the back. That'd be cool. I'm wearing it right now, to be honest. My shirt. I wear it a lot. It's a really comfortable shirt. All right, so very short time frame here. I'm on the 1 minute chart. Hopefully this isn't some kind of an evil head and shoulders type. It's very ugly if it is one, but it is peeling back a bit. where can it find support? Let's see. So if this is to correct off this move, support at the 618 fib or the 0.5 fib is still healthy and classed as an maintaining an uptrend. So yeah, this thing can pull back to even the 382. I've seen, like, you know, we've all seen prices take off that meet the 382 for support and then continue up. But yeah, this is a very common area. If there's any like major pullback to occur, the 0.5 and the 0.618 tend to catch it. I'll see if I can find examples of that, so you can, you know, see what I'm talking about. Even on Matic, I'm sure there's like examples that we could go through. Let's see. I'll go to a higher time frame here. Yeah, let's just use this, I guess. I'll delete that for now. Stretch this up. Oh. And then fib retracement. So you need a low, then a high. And check that out. Support at the golden Fibonacci level. So using this as the low, this is the high. That's like this entire move up. This is the pullback, and the pullback found support at the 618 Fibonacci level. So to the critics of fibs, you know, this is a very common repeating pattern that tends to happen. Support gets met at usually, like, this is a sweet spot, you know. That's 618 fib. Not to mention, it creates resistance when things travel up. 618 can be very difficult to get through, just as well as it can support you if things are falling, you know. So, going by a low, like a high then a low, I know I did a trend-based fib extension, but let's do a Fibonacci retracement and see where that puts these levels. So using this as a high, and then this is the pullback. The 1618 hasn't quite been hit just yet, but yeah. Extensions beyond like 1, when you use a Fibonacci like upside down like this, I don't know, that trend-based one's a bit better than the retracement fib tool for going beyond 1. You know, for price discovery type stuff. So yeah, nothing too enlightening there. Though it is interesting to see it back test this previous high. See that? That's just a good classic example of previous resistance becomes future support. And there are people that trade like that. They don't have any indicators or any drawings, and they're just using levels of previous resistance and previous support as their, you know, points of interest to take action off. You know, if something bounces at our previous resistance, that instills a lot of confidence, and you can take a long position when there's evidence of it using that as support. So with any luck, this rallies up and gets above that pivot there. $2.20 pivot. Good evening, American Crypto Monster. Alright, so what else is popping right now? IoTex, ACH.
Yep, believe it or not, actually. Earlier.
Yeah. Step, Sushi, Mask, MKR. Yeah. There's quite a few having a decent start to the day. Solana, how's it traveling? Yeah. Oh, Link? Like Chainlink?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we've got 84 people in here, like tuned in. Welcome to the stream, guys. Smash the like button if you've
Wow.
If you like the content, if you like what I'm rambling on about. Let's see. We've got a trend line here on Solana. This is micro. I'm on the 1 minute chart, mind you. So we'll see if we can maintain that. If not that, there is another couple of lows here. Pivot up as well. Yeah. If this is to pull back, let's see where the fib retracement bring it to. Yeah, back to the 618. You know, if this is to correct a bit, that's a reasonable spot to target for support. If it's to come back, and that lines up with a retest of that. See the previous resistance, future support potentially. You know, if this uptrend is over, but I don't think it's over yet. We'll see. Just have to see what it does. It's kind of making an ascending triangle right now, so hopefully we get that push to the top of the triangle to test the top, and then if not, you know, break out, go back into price discovery. I think that's definitely reasonable to try and project, but keep an eye on it. Shiba.
Rick, Link just on Binance US just got a golden cross on the daily.
Cool. Chain Link. So Link's been around a while. It's go Link. Daily. Oh yeah, yeah. Continuing that really long-term uptrend. It's been very volatile. It corrected heavy off that run. Damn.
It still held that long-term trend.
But yeah, the support side, it's still, you know, kind of like what's happening with Doge. Like we're counting on that long-term trend to just, you know, rise us up under the radar. You know, Doge is much the same. It's got this. I've marked out 420 on the chart, so this is next year's 420, April 20th. We're only halfway to it. Got another 6 months to go till that happens. Yeah.
It's a good test of patience.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll see some kind of action before that, before 420 rolls around. Like maybe it'll be... Yeah. I mean, historically, November, December, January is a really active period for crypto. Like, more often than not, anyway. I mean, obviously, there's been examples of it being like red, like bear trend or flat, but I think more often than not, yeah, that period, that quarter, if you want to call it a quarter, it's like, yeah, November, December, January, has been healthy for the bulls. You know, volatility. Tuggy Pepper, $2 super chat. Thank you, Tuggy. Big bull pennant on CTX USD daily and 4 hour. Let's have a look. I'm gonna check that out. So Mana, it's snuck out of that pennant, but it's still, yeah, it's still in the range of optimism. We'll see if it's just a fake out or not. But yeah, let's check out CTX. Okay. Do I have it in my list? I might have to add it. Let's check. Cortex. Is it CTX? Oh, Cryptex Finance? US dollar Gemini. Okay. Found it. Something I've never looked at, but oh yeah. Yes, I agree with that. It's either a bull pennant or a falling wedge, which is bullish as well. Either way, yeah. Like if you were to draw it like that, or even, yeah, a descending triangle even. Something like that. But I can also see the arguments for like a pennant as well. like drawn like that. I guess the point is it's been cooling off, like a huge run up that it had, in mid-September, and it's just been consolidating since then. And at least, holding some form of support around this area. So, I wouldn't write it off as, as being dead until it breaks, say, this area of support, which is around, $23. If it loses $20, then yeah, it's definitely, into a larger correction. But yeah, it's looking good. It's interesting. My name Jeff. You the man, Rick. Always been a fan. Thank you, my name Jeff. I'm buying the rumor, selling the news. This 420. Yeah, that's a good idea, Doge Ape. I think it's. I think something will happen with that. I think this year was the first 420 like being touted as Doge Day. I don't think 420 last year. I don't think anything happened on Doge. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll check that out. Let's have a look. Red list. I'll have to look at one of the exchanges that has like a longer history. I think Bitfinex might. Maybe not. Binance US, definitely not. FTX? No. Coinbase, no. It only got listed to Coinbase not that long ago. Gemini, no. Bittrex, yeah, Bittrex might have a... Yeah, it does. Has a long history of Doge. So, let's look at 420 of 2020. I don't think so. April 20th. Which is right there. Nah, not really. That's all just part of that COVID dip, and then everything like started rallying up, so I don't think that was, yeah, a thing.
Imagine if that's where Shiba is right now.
Yeah. Would be amazing. In April 20th, 2019. Yeah, no, it dropped. It was in a huge correction. Man, Doge has had an interesting past. Like, let me go to the monthly. Turn on logarithmic so you can see. Yeah, it spent most of its life below 1 cent or below 2 cents. Back in 2018, the bull run took it up to a high of, yeah, 1.8 cents. And it spent most of its life trading in these ranges here. Yeah. Damn, if only I could turn back time. I'm sure we've all had that feeling of wanting to go back. 42, what's that? 423,000% returns if you had piled up on Doge back in 2015. That's insane. Sometimes it's fun to just look at what can happen in crypto, you know? Like, let's say you bought it, you know, around Christmas time 2015. It went up just naturally, like, let's just call that 550,000%. Let's say we bought $1,000 worth. So you go 1,000 plus 550,000%. That's $5.5 million profit off $1,000 invested. That's crazy. That's a lifetime of money, like of working a full-time job, 9 to 5, 7 days a week for 40 years. Really, something like that.
Man.
All in the space of how many years? Yeah, 6 years.
It's a dream
so yeah,
right there.
Crazy things can happen, and I bet you there's something that's on the floor, like fraction of a penny. The thing that makes it hard is that it's like, which one is it? Because there's thousands of them. But something is going to pop up out of nowhere eventually, and you know, we'll be looking back saying, what the hell was I doing in 2021? Why wasn't I buying a hell of a lot of that?
I think the part of the problem is it's not on the major exchanges. It's on the sketchy ones like the swaps.
It's on, like Pancake Swap, Sushi Swap, Uniswap, So Matic still looking alright. This stream's been up for 55 minutes. And that whole 55 minutes, let's see. Did I start the stream? About here. So it rallied up almost 2% around the start of the stream, but it's done this pullback. Yeah, I'm still confident with Matic. Doge. Let me turn off log. Go back to the 1 minute chart. Wait, this is Bittrex. I'm gonna close that. Let's go to the tether chart for Binance. Wow, we got 104 people tuned in. What's up, guys? Smash the like button if you haven't done that already.
I'm scared for Doge right now.
Yeah, Doge is Doge looks like it's in a bear pennant, to be completely honest with you. Like that's the textbook shape that it's drawing out, at least on the short term, and it is breaking down as we speak right now from that bear pennant. The reason it's a bear pennant is because the price entered this shape from above, so it's fallen into it like this. The textbook play is a continuation down, but if this was an uptrend, if the price was jumping up into this, that's a bull pennant where it continues up after, you know, spending time in the shape. So yeah, and they aren't guarantees. Like these pennants, like whether bullish or bearish, they're not a black and white yes or no. Like there's always a bit of a chance that it can fail. Like 70% of the time it plays out to the direction, and then 30% of the time it goes the unexpected way. Roughly. Something like that. So, alright. Let's just see. Let's do a bit of a watch on Solana. Just a sec. Getting a phone call. 1 sec. Yeah. I keep getting those calls. They're just like fake, you know, scam type calls. Anyway. Back to it. Where was I? We were looking at... Yeah, we're going to look at Solana. So that... Okay, so it lost that short-term support. And... we'll see if it can get back in touch with some kind of an uptrend. This is the 1 minute chart, mind you. So everything's very fast and you know, crazy on that time frame. Could be looking at a bull flag potentially. Something like this. Or, you know, after however much more consolidation it breaks out. And hopefully back into price discovery. But yeah, you know, potentially we might have seen the best of this move today. Like, who knows? We'll just... There's no guarantees that you can't really say where it's gonna go with any certainty. But you know, higher lows, higher highs. If you go on the 15-minute chart, yeah, it's still all healthy uptrend. You know, this thing can afford to fall back to to test this previous high here and still remain in an overall uptrend, like if it's to do that. But yeah, if we lose this range, my call would be for a bounce somewhere in that box. Whether it's here or whether it's, you know, over here, I don't know. You just seem to see if Bitcoin's having any anything to do with the current weakness, or like, you know. To be honest, not really. It's Bitcoin's just chopping sideways, really. Like it hasn't really. There's no crazy trend happening on Bitcoin right now. It's just flat. Which was what was good about yesterday, because it was just doing this, allowing sand to trend without any crazy, you know, bias in any direction from Bitcoin. Doge, yeah, it's looks like it might fall out of that. Hopefully it's just a fake out and then it rips up. We'll see.
Look at Shiba.
Shiba?
It's dropping a bit.
Yeah, there is a bit of a drop happening right now. Hopefully it can maintain this wedge, but we'll see. You know, and if you, I guess there is an extreme line that you can draw, like something like that. If you're using wicks, which I don't tend to do, but I usually chop things off just to try and get more of a majority price action happening for my trends, but we'll see. If we take it to candle bodies, like opening and closing of candles, the bottom actually looks more like this on the 1 hour chart.
It's still got a way to go.
Yeah. Before you write it off, yeah. Either way, like, if you're trading more of the micro moves on Shiba, there's still like a fair amount of volatility to scalp it. Like, you know, the ways up, especially if you're like leverage scalping. Couple of percent is good. It's good. It's good enough. Yeah, definitely in a downtrend at the moment on the shorter time frame. If you zoom out, go the 4 hour, massive uptrend, obviously still. And this is all just chopping sideways consolidation, hopefully. So hopefully it does a bit more of that and then rallies up. We'll see. We'll see. Sand is still teasing. All that previous resistance seen through here is like maybe gonna be providing support as we're like, you know, Matic.
Doge at 27.
Doge has fallen. Yeah. Testing 27 cents for support. I don't think it'll hold. I think it's probably gonna retrace below 27 cents, but we'll see. It just really needs that volume to step in. I think the retail, like like the trend-based traders, they're not looking at Doge at the moment, you know. And when that happens, it just bleeds out after any kind of action that it sees. It falls back into its monotony. Link, yeah, long term, Link is a good play, I think. Broke out of that falling wedge really nice. Even though it chopped sideways for a few days there, a couple of weeks, then yeah, it took a while for it to get the ball rolling. Ethereum, is that still making crazy gains? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, it does. It kind of feels like there's a bit of a lull happening right now. Like the previous couple of hours were really good, and now everything's just like pulling back just a bit. Oh wow, Solana. It has ripped in the last couple of minutes. Beautiful.
You know, Matic looks very similar to Solana right now. Like pattern.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Definitely, I see that. Like it's done this run up and then it's cupped like a rounding bottom, trending back up again.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone's saying there's a SHIB and Doge pair. So SHIB against Doge. Let me check that out. SHIB,
Whoa.
Doge. So you can see how they
huge.
trade against each other.
Only Binance.
Binance and KuCoin apparently. I'll add these to the list. I'll look at the Binance one. What are you looking at the moment? Matic or Solana? Both. All right, let's get this one up. So SHIB Doge. Ah, yes. So Shiba is weakening against Doge, according to this chart here. That's what this chart is implying. When this chart is going up, it means Shiba is performing stronger against Doge. So right now, yeah, Doge is winning this arm wrestle. So thank you, Killer Whale, for pointing that out. That's an interesting chart. It's a good metric to watch. Solana, Matic, and AVAX basically reacted off ETH. Okay, yeah. I would agree with you there, definitely. Might do is put up the Streamlabs view just so you can see what activity has come and gone. YouTube chat.
Matic's going to test that local high.
Sweet. go. All right. It's interesting with this Streamlabs list here. I can like recycle old alerts, and they can pop up through the stream. Like if I do this, it comes up. Dan Kush donated $10. It's crazy.
I think Maddox's about to make that push up.
Oh yeah? I'll check it out. Oh yes, yep, I see that. Come on, Matic. Come on, Matic. And if anyone in the YouTube chat wants to jump in to the Discord and ask questions, or even just share their thoughts on things, or even just say hello, you're welcome to do that. It's a free Discord, so come on in if you like. Is asking through the Discord, TA on BMON against Tether, if I can. Let's have a look. Alright, well, Matic is behaving really nicely today. I'll come back to that, and we'll look at this BMON real quick. Okay, so it's only been out for a few days. Let's see. This is its 35th day on KuCoin, and it is in support discovery. Like it seems like the highs are getting lower, the lows are seemingly getting lower. I don't know. This might be it could potentially be the start of another leg up if it holds this level of support, but yeah, there's not a whole lot of information to try and get too much perspective on what's going on. Maybe the short term you can see, yeah, it's just sort of chopping sideways right now, maintaining some kind of support at this local level, I suppose, right there. But I wouldn't count on it too long. This could drop out and lose that at any moment.
I don't want to celebrate early, but here goes Matic.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might do a bit of a scalp on Matic. Not to try and encourage people.
I
but...
wanted to go to bed.
Yeah, Matic is.
I haven't gotten one in tonight. I
yeah.
Feel like a little,
Yeah. I don't tend to scalp while I'm streaming, so that's why sometimes I won't jump on stream for a while. But yeah, give it a go. See if I can do something.
I'll go look.
Man, KuCoin is so slow. Like I don't like.
Enter your 6 digit. Are you sure?
Yeah,
I'm
not. Yeah, sure? It's like, not now. I've missed it. Exactly.
Thanks for ruining it, KuCoin.
Yeah. Just trying to make some gains, and you're stalling me.
Oh no! Don't do that.
And when you change settings on indicators, they go back to default if you close the browser.
I know.
It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And I freaking hate that one they put on default, the
line that
comparative indicator.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's so gross.
Yeah, it's just useless. Yeah.
Can you link KuCoin to 3 comments?
Possibly.
Yeah, you can actually. On bot, I don't know about. I don't know a whole lot about 3 comments, but I know that it's available on the bot. I guess. I don't know. We're already 4 bars in this one.
So, to sort of approach this with a little bit of strategy, I'm just looking at the oscillators here. It'd be nice to catch a dip wave, I'll tell you what, on the cipher indicator. Like if there's any kind of, just even like a couple of red candles, like just some kind of cool off. And then wait for that next, that green momentum dot on the cipher as like a little bit of a better way to get in rather than trying to jump in at the top.
Oh, there's one.
Here's a pullback, yeah. Hopefully this produces something.
Yeah, I'd like to see 207.
Static! Static Trading, Super Chat. $4.99. Thank you, Static. Appreciate that. I'm doing an NFT auction tomorrow. It's a hand-drawn sketch of Rick's Down Under. Oh, that's beautiful. By the way, guys, if you haven't checked out Static's YouTube channel, he's got his own channel too. The link to it is in the description of this stream, as well as some other stream communities that we all know and love. So check them out. And let's see, Matic. Bring the noise, Matic. We want to see it. Get this get this show on the road. It'd be cool to see it break this old wick up here. So we know it's been as high as what's that? $2.22 recently. Haha, small sketch. Yeah. You don't need a lot of paper. What resistance is it battling against right now?
I can't even find any. It's just kind of lingering there.
It's probably a fib. Oh, no, it's punched through the golden pocket, which is a good thing. It's probably just waiting for more volume to start pouring in. More people, more FOMO.
It's just like sitting there like a deer in the headlights. Like, is anyone looking at me?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I notice a lot of the times when things come up to they approach their previous all-time high after a really long time, there is this kind of like stagnation before either a really big breakout and rip up or complete fail and it heads back down for another few days. It's just
it's always one or the other.
Yeah, it's really, yeah, it never just like sort of zigzags at the all-time high. Like, you know, it's, yeah. I guess trade the confirmation. Don't try to anticipate. Don't try to predict.
Oh, I went from like 10% or like $20 down to like $50 up. Like that's how bad KuCoin is lagging.
Oh yeah, here it goes.
Yeah.
Come on, Medic.
I know. I need to set a price.
Just have a quick sneak peek at Solana. Solana's still looking healthy. That's good. So Solana and Matic both looking alright.
17 ish to 25.
Yeah,
I'm not sure where it's gonna find resistance, but I could try and guess.
213.
What previous pivots are we dealing with?
When you switch to the 4 hour, it's like, why would I get into this trade? But
yeah, 210 now. Damn.
It got well above that pivot over here. That was good.
It was 214, 217. Go there.
What
Yeah.
pattern would you say it is kind of breaking out of on the 4?
On the 4 hour?
Yeah, is it like a pennant or a flag?
Yeah, more of a bull flag, I think. Like it, sort of like this.
Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's tricky. Well, I wish it well. I wish it did like a bit more of a settling in.
Oh my god, I accidentally leveraged 20x on that. I need to probably add
Oops.
some margin.
Did it work out?
I mean, yeah, I'm up, but I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Hey Rick, look at Matic October 15th on the 4 hour. That's
October
kind of like
15th.
Same candle that we're getting now.
Oh yeah.
That big green one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's looking good. Hopefully that's what causes the next big run up. Similar setup. I just heard the little super chat sound. Oh, someone subscribed. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the subscribe.
Speaking of the annoying KuCoin indicator, goodbye again.
Yeah, the 1 minute is very dangerous. It makes you want to FOMO.
Does.
Yeah.
Oh, you like the music, Chico Doge. Let me get you that playlist.
I prefer the 5 minute in the trade.
There you go. That's a link to the playlist of all the music that you're hearing. You still in that position, Goose?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Riding it out. I'm about to move my stop loss up here in a minute. Let's see, what are we in? That's 1 minute.
I'm like, should I pull the trigger? Yeah, I missed my my opportunity.
Yeah, no, I got in at 2085.
Nice.
And I'm gonna move that stop loss now because I don't want to be up all night.
Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, that's a nice move up.
In fact, I'm gonna move it up.
See if
even
it can
further.
keep it up. Candles, candles, candles.
Profit, profit, profit.
What are these candles worth? Okay, fractions of a 1%.
Stop loss up to 210 to 2.107. So I'll be $100 in profit if I stop out.
Cool.
Set my take profit on a recent high. I think we're going to do that.
Yeah, damn. Okay, now it's gunning. Now it's like.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it can
So
hit.
I set it on the last red candle, the high of 217. I set it about 218.92, right above that. And time to move my stop loss again. This is why I wish they had a DOM.
Well done, Goose. That was a good scalp.
Thank you for getting me out of bed for that.
Haha.
Appreciate it.
Not gonna lie, I opened and I have closed in profit a cheeky little scalp there too. So, but you know, don't let that shake you out of your position if you're
No.
if you're wanting to keep riding it. Yeah.
Yeah, I move it up a penny every time I'm about to do it again.
Yeah, that's a good way to play it. By the way, guys, listen to Goose. She's doing like a trailing take profit. So it's a stop loss that you move up incrementally as price climbs. And that way she's locking in and guaranteeing that she's going to walk away with some kind of, you know, maximizing the potential profit off the move. It's a good way to play a breakout.
But you want to play it safe too. You know, like if you move it up too soon, you're always going to have those pullbacks.
Yeah.
So you want to try to not put your stop loss up too soon, or you could be taking a little bit of profit and then watch it run, you know, another 20 points, whatever.
Yeah.
So, like I've moved it up to 2.12 now. I wouldn't be surprised to see a pullback and me get stopped out, which I'm okay with because this is impromptu, not planned, and I should have been in bed an hour ago.
Well,
so
the only real clear resistance that I can see that's like blindingly obvious is this pivot up here, which it could still crush through that too, which is $2.22. So we're still 10 cents below that right now. So there's a lot of headroom.
Yeah, I'm only 0.0082 cents away from my stop though, so that I could lose that in a half a candle.
Right.
6-7. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's still about $200, so not bad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
15 minutes.
For jumping up and jumping up out of bed
and
for
it's
a little
not.
bit.
I mean, it's not done yet. Just jumped up to 213.
That's right. Yeah.
So I mean, it's not done yet. But I will say part of that is because I accidentally hit 20x leverage. I usually do.
What do you usually do? There you go. Look at that. So that little stall that it did there, that was the 786 fib.
Gotta move.
Yeah. That was the 786
I usually do about half my available cash.
Oh yeah.
For like one, and then I hold for margin to add margin if I'm like really committed.
Yep. Well, to anyone following along on YouTube that is like watching Matic as well, congratulations on the position if you're in one. We'll see how high it can go.
Yeah, I mean, I have a take profit set at 218.92, so if it reaches that before it hits my stop loss, I'll call it. Like,
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just not getting greedy about it.
This is the beautiful thing about these channels is like people will call things out that you might not have noticed, you know, and that can be a good opportunity if something's moving, you know.
Yeah, thank you, Magic Mike, for
Magic Mike,
that out.
Dude. Yeah,
you're welcome.
Well done.
It's the least I could do. You guys help me out a lot. I'm new to this.
Solana is price discovery as well, so that's cool.
Ooh,
good to see that.
If I can get this up to 15, that's $300.
Wow. More than a day's wage for like, you know, average income. Surely.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what I've been doing since Saturday, though. It's just, you know, like earlier today, I pulled about $150. You know, Sunday I did the 120 a couple of times, like really passively. I mean, don't get me wrong, you babysit it for a little bit, but my job's a lot harder than sitting here babysitting a number.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I mean...
Okay, I think we're going to have a little bit of a pullback now. We have to.
Possibly. If not, just like a couple of red ones, a couple of red 1 minute candles. Nothing severe though. I don't know.
No. I'm before I move my stop loss. It's at 13.5 now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I have a little bit of leeway for the red, which I probably don't. No, I think I'm about to get hit.
beautiful position to be in,
There it
where
goes.
you're like,
Boom.
yeah.
I'm done. Yep.
Well, congratulations. I
It
think,
was
yeah,
close
no,
though, man. It kept
Yeah.
looking like it was like 13.57, 13.64, and I was maybe I'm gonna get away with it. I have a few times where like it's
Yeah.
ever so close. But yeah, that was good. That was like
Yeah,
2
good
pulls up.
trade.
That was great.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
If only we could get him one of those every day. Just one. Just ride
I
something
think we can.
that well every
You
day.
know, I mean,
Yeah.
there's at least one coin that does something like that.
Yeah. I mean, from where we started looking at it, I think it was around this area. It ripped up, 3%, which is awesome when you're on leverage. It's a big move. Even I'm happy with 1%, to be honest. Like if I can catch 1% of something on 20x, that's cool.
Yeah.
I still got my training wheels on doing spot trading.
Let's see
Nice.
what that was.
And
I don't want the dollar amount though. I want the percentage gain. I wish it would give me that.
oh yeah,
Because the dollar amount to me really isn't as important as what the percentage gain was, you know?
right. I guess you could try and calculate it. Do you have like your order history, like the position where you opened it?
I have the closed position P&L.
Yeah.
But,
Does it have order history,
yeah.
perhaps? Order history, I think, might.
I'm looking at order history. It's not true. Stop. Maybe it was nope. Nope. It shows my last Solana trade, and that's
Yeah, it's probably because it's like lagged and it doesn't have your recent trade yet on the list. That's my guess.
yeah, but it was 2085 to 213.5. So that was five handles, right? Yeah, 8. Yeah, 5 handles. This is exactly what I did for Solana. That's cool.
That's easy
Seems to
money.
be my lucky number. The one for Solana was not this fast though. It messed with my head a little bit.
Yeah, Solana can be really unpredictable and choppy on the small time frame because I don't know. And I find it really hard to scalp, like to micro scalp Bitcoin. Bitcoin is crazy. So unpredictable on the small, like the 1 minute chart. I just don't trust it.
Still looks like it's really well set up, but the entry is just so. I mean, it really needs to come back down to like 209, 210 for me to want to get in it.
Yeah. Well, let's do let's do a hypothetical. Like, let's say we FOMO'd right now, like right here. I'm just gonna put a green line on the chart and just see how that behaves. That was our FOMO right there. Paper trade.
213.7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should at least get
Watch
a penny or
it
two
rocket up.
for sure.
with-
Yeah.
It might.
Yeah, because if you look at the increase on the last two, you're getting from 4 to 9, so about 5, right? And then from 9 to almost 14, so you should get another 5 pennies out of this without going. Or if you were at 213, just say your stop loss was like 2.5 cents back to be super tight.
Yeah. And the previous high is up here. I'll put that in red.
Now, if I was jumping in right there where you were talking about, and I was actually like putting a legitimate, I think it's going to go up. My stop loss would be right about 208, 207 and a half. Because I want to be below that swing low.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I agree with that.
Because by all means, it should not come back down past that and go past it again. And if it does, then the whole setup is gone, and might as well just get out of there.
Yeah.
I love it. That's beautiful, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, same time, same place tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like
let's make another. Yeah, let's do that. Or every
Yeah.
hour
I
on
think
the
we
hour.
should. Right? Everybody bring in, like, you know, a list full of coins.
Yeah, scan the
See
market.
which one's set up, good to go.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on the list. Yeah.
I was gonna go to bed instead.
Yeah. It's good going to bed on a win. Like, you know, if you go to bed on a loss, it sucks. But yeah, if you make money, you sleep really well.
That's very true.
And the market will be here tomorrow. And the next week, and the next year, and the next
That's
decade.
also very true. My first couple months, I had to figure that out because I always felt like I was missing out.
Yeah, yeah. It feels like this is the last opportunity, and then that's it, you know? Yeah, I know the feeling.
Well, that's the great thing about coins, though, is that there's so damn many of them. There's always going to be something moving.
Yeah. That's it. There's a lot of options out there. A lot of, for the lack of a better word, options.
It's getting some volume on Binance US.
Yeah, there we go. It's just niggling up, making a new high. There we go. Get a big solid pump candle. That'd be cool. A little bit of like a hanging man right there. It's not the best kind of candle, but this is just the 1 minute chart, so I'm not giving too much bearing on that. But a hanging man is basically a hammer that forms at the top of an uptrend and pushes it back down the other direction, so just be careful. So hypothetically, like from that FOMO line, it went up almost 1%, 0.72%, which on leverage is okay. It's not too bad. And you know, I'm not counting it out. It hasn't ended yet. It's just got a couple of shaky candles here. It's just like consolidation. LRC. I can check it out. Yeah. LRC on the 1 hour. Okay, that's pulling back. That's on a pullback right now. It's coming into contact with a trend line as well. Well, it's about to. This is the 1 hour chart for LRC. I feel like LIC can afford to come down to like $1.19 ish, around there, because that was like the previous resistance and maybe the future support, and it kind of lines up with getting in touch with this trend line here, bouncing off it. We'll see. Back to Matic, still sort of chopping sideways.
I would still be in this trade.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some hope still. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, on the 1 minute, it doesn't really look like it wants to decide what it wants to do. On the 5, though, it's still well above the short moving average. So it wants to come down and touch it, though. Oh, look at that. It says no.
We almost squeezed 1% out of it with that little hypothetical line there. Which at 20x is 20%.
Yeah, sounds so tempting.
It does, but it's risky as hell because it's the top
But,
of a
I mean,
move. Catching the
yeah, you're
bounce of
right.
whatever this pullback is, that wouldn't be bad either because it's in an uptrend. And, you know, you buy the pullbacks of an uptrend usually when you're scalping.
So, with that being said, that's exactly where I would be entering in, would be as soon as it starts to trend back up on the 5-minute, which I want in on that at about 212. I think it'll hit it. Yep. We have a third red candle, though. I'm not on my computer, by the way, so I'm doing this on mobile.
The link to the music should be in the description of this stream. If you scroll down, is it in there? Let me see. Yeah, it's near. It's about halfway down if you keep scrolling. But I'll copy it anyway and paste it in the chat for you guys.
I see a support automatic
right
at
there.
210, 209.
So, okay, on the 1 minute, yeah, 209. But if this makes sense, even if it hit the 209, I would still want it to come back up before I grabbed it to at least 212 and a half. Because I need to know it's going back up above that. To be honest, the 5-minute moving average is starting to look a little pokey.
I'm just on the daily for Matic and just looking at its, you know, the chart structure, like the price structure and the momentum that got it to where it's currently at. Yeah, I can see it continuing to rally from here.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, and if this was like a overnight hold, then I wouldn't even be concerned about entering.
Oh yeah, like long term I wouldn't be concerned about it. I'd be very optimistic. Yeah.
That's just not how I usually trade.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like I like the
I don't like to sleep on anything.
I like fast money. Who doesn't like that?
Right.
But
on the 15 it's still very bullish. On the 5, yeah, I mean, this is still kind of looking like something I would get in. I'm not going to. I'm going to bed. On the 1, though, I can still see it drop into 209. Probably won't. I don't know, it's been a while since it's done that, though. It's kind of due.
yeah, it's
I kind of want it to now.
Looking at the daily, it's been through some shocking like stretches of of pullback, like just retracement and just chopping sideways, like all of that, like that's, yeah, it's carnage.
I don't think it's going to come down to that 2. And just now that 50 moving average at 209, it's making, nope, it's not going to, because it's making higher lows. It's trying really hard to go back up to the fast moving averages. Let's see. You can do it, buddy. I don't know where my blue light glasses are.
Yeah, I should probably get some of those. It's a good idea.
My esthetician gave them to me. She's like, kind of mess up your eyes.
Yeah, lots of computer work. Yeah. Get like an astigmatism or something, I don't know. I'm no optometrist, but yeah, it can't be great staring without blinking at a screen for so long.
I think my biggest issue is that I sit at the desk and I put my chin in my hand and like press up on my face in the worst way. I'm sure I'm like stretching out all my neck skin everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, my posture could probably use some adjusting. Sitting up straighter. Let's see what Solana. Okay, so it made a new all-time high, but it's pulled back off that, and it's cradling again. So hopefully that is enough to keep it moving.
A minute before I can look at Solana again, it needs to calm down. I have a bag. I mean, I have a long term
right.
Solana.
Oh, you hold
And
Solana?
ADA.
Yeah, you've got a Solana position.
And,
yeah.
And ADA, I have a little bit more ADA than I'd like to have, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth giving ADA a couple of months more, because it might do something exciting. You know, if not in November, December might be its month, because it's been correcting for 2 months now. All of September, all of October.
I got Polkadot at 18, so that's makes me happy too.
Sweet.
It's staked though, so I'm not messing with it.
Polkadot. I'm gonna check the leaderboard. So Solana is 68 billion, 68.8 billion.
Wow, it hit that 229. That's where I wanted to take it out earlier. Didn't I told you that, didn't I?
229.
On Solana.
Oh, Solana. Yeah, I did remember
that.
you saying 229. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, that one, and I chased it up, and I got in at 208. Got in and chased it up, got stopped out at 214.5, I think is where it was at. But my take profit on that was 229. But I was also at work too, so it's like one of those things was like, if I take my eyes off of this, I'm gonna miss the profit that I could take. And that was kind of a ballsy call. Like, I would have still been in that trade until tonight just to get that 229. Like, I was hoping for like a parabolic candle, is like boom, 229. But nope.
Yeah.
Still a good trade though.
Solana, it's 216 bucks was the old all-time high. And it came up and retested that, and it performed look at that cup and handle.
Yeah, it was making it. That's when I was trading it. When it hit that 216, when it pulled back is when I filled it 214 on the stop.
I'm gonna delete all these lines and all. Surprised they don't have like a little cup and handle pattern thing that you can draw up, but let's use an arc. Arc of the Covenant. Make it white. Make the line a bit thicker. There's your cup. The handle. That. If you use that loose kind of targeting method and take the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup and then use it as a measuring stick, that puts Solana at what's that figure? $300 basically. Maybe a bit shy of that. 295, 290. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? A $300 Solana. Let's do it.
I will likely sell my bag on Solana at 290.
Yeah.
Depending on what
That's
it looks
fair.
like that day. I'll probably, because I'll buy it back. I mean, I always do, but.
Yeah, buy the dip. Yep. What do they call that?
Smart.
Reinvesting your profits. Yeah, smart. Compounding, that's the word. Compounding trading. Just your future trades will just get bigger and bigger and bigger as your account grows. If you're playing the game of percentages.
Buy it back with a little bit more, and then I take whatever's left and put it over into the futures account.
Sweet.
And that futures account has grown quite a bit this week since I've started putting all I did all that test work on charting on Shiba for everybody who was not in it. We were talking about that earlier too, about how, like I can give other people TA as long as I'm not in the trade. The minute I get in the trade, I shut up.
Yeah.
So look, I didn't do that just now. That was the first time I've ever actively done a trade, vocally. Usually don't say anything until I'm in it or getting out of it.
Yeah, I feel maybe I'm paranoid, but whenever I'm streaming and I've tried to trade in the past, I sort of get myself in bad positions, and I've stopped out or lost money or whatever. So I've been kind of reluctant to trade while streaming, but yeah, it's good to have a couple of a nice winning scalp on Matic just before. That was cool.
But then, when we're all seeing it, we're all doing it at the same time, really kind of up our chances that we're not wrong. So that was pretty cool too.
Yeah. And it's still in the neighborhood of, gunning for that $2.20, $2.22. It's not over yet, Matic. But,
what was my take profit was 218, right?
Yeah.
After the couple of weeks of charting sheep for everybody, I started because I didn't really chart very much crypto. It was more stocks and futures. So doing crypto, I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna see if I can make this work for me.
Yeah, to see Matic up the top of the my watch list here is really cool. I mean, Sand was yesterday. Sand was doing really well. Now it seems to be, perhaps Matic is just getting started. Maybe we will see, hopefully, a 50% day.
Yeah.
We'll
if
see.
You look at the increase, we were talking about that earlier, the increase with Sand and Mana. I don't know percentage-wise what it was, off the top of my head, but Matic is not necessarily in. I mean, I know it's in new territory, but it has been that high before. Not so. Whereas Mana and Sand, they made new all-time highs. They got, crazy.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Let's just see how it goes. I don't have any bias of down or up, really. I hope that it goes up, Matic. Its all-time high is not even that far away. $2.70. That's not a crazy move from here. That's only another, in reference to crypto, crypto can go up 26.8%. Even if it needs 3 days to do it, it's not hard to do. We've seen that a lot of times.
Look at the date when it ran up to 270.
to 270, the date.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, May, like
Mhm.
around the middle of May. Yeah.
I thought it was before Doge's run up. Was it not? It was after.
So Doge had SNL on the 8th of May, if I remember
Mhm.
correctly, which was.
That's correct.
So man, that would have been sweet to jump out of Doge in profit on SNL and then open a position in Matic and let that ride up.
Well, because Matic was running up,
Yep.
probably obviously not that high, but it was running up prior to Doge,
Yeah.
with alongside ETC, and ETC went down, Matic came down, and then Doge went up. Matic went back up, but ETC never really recovered.
Yeah.
I remember one person
Yeah,
in
Ethereum.
particular losing their mind over Matic for 3 weeks. It's kind of ingrained.
Right. I remember, yeah, Ethereum Classic. That was running up and that was really healthy because of Ethereum ran up and then a lot of people were jumping on Ethereum Classic. I don't know if it was a mistake or an accident or it was
Cost
just
effective.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're like, it's the same as Ethereum except for it's cheaper.
Right. It kind of reminds me how XLM runs up when XRP runs up. I don't know which one cuts the path, but they seem to trend together.
Well, that was something else that ran up with Doge too, was XLM. And I jumped on XLM because it was actually moving a little bit faster. But then it also fell the exact same time as Doge did.
Yeah.
XRP did a little pump right now.
Oh yeah? XRP, huh?
$1.17.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good because it's been around $1.10 for so long. So if it's at $1.17, that's a good start. I have to go alphabetical here. Find it. Best. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, that is good. That is nice little a breakout of the monotony. It'd be good to see it get like back into that, attempting $1.40 again. That'd be really cool. And if not, start trending back up to $2. It's definitely spent a lot of time hovering around $1.10.
It feels been like forever.
Yeah, it does. At least in crypto, like time frames, yeah. Hey, I'll be right back.
There's a short opportunity opening up on VeChain right now. Possibly. Not for long though. Strike that.
Yeah, don't say that. I just bought into it.
The short's not permanent. Actually, the more I look at that, I'm looking at it on a small chart, but the more I look at it, it looks like that's a trap that I would fall for. Because it is kind of like it's gearing up. I hope it does fly. I've got a bag of that too.
That's another one that's been sleeping for a while.
I'm a big fan of VeChain.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, here's your short opportunity. Algorand. Shiba.
Is it getting ready to do anything?
Shiba? I'd be shorting the shit out of it right now.
I've been longing it since last night based on the Kraken thing, but shit.
Since last night, so you're down quite a bit, are you?
I got in at 71 cents. I mean, 0.71.
Yeah. I just lost my chart on it. Well,
That didn't sound too good.
I mean, anything's possible. If it's one thing that coins have taught us is that we are not fortune tellers. On the hourly, it could bounce off this 200 and make another run. I never look at the half hour, but I'll do it just for you. Do you have a stop loss?
No, I've just been pretty much up all day and night, so, but I might put one in before I go to bed.
Yeah, not financial advice, but I would totally be shorting the shit out of this.
Thank you.
Sorry, bud. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. That's kind of the reason why, like, I just charted for Shape and I didn't get into it, because it seemed like even the moves that I thought were possible still felt really risky to me. But I know a lot of people who made a lot of money on both directions on Shape, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, that's kind of the thing about about coins like Sheep, though, is that all the TA in the world could say that it's going up or it's going down, and because of how many people follow it and pour money in and out of it, like it can just say F you and go wherever it wants to go, you know?
Yeah, I can turn on a dime and just shoot up, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like the last time that it shot up like that, let me zoom in on this, kind of looked really similar to what it looks like now. Everything was upside down. And it just said, screw you, I'm going to do what I want. So there's hope.
There's always hope.
Always. Looks like Bitcoin has taken a little bit more of a break. It was 62,945.
I think Ethereum's doing the same thing right now.
Yeah, Ethereum still holding up a little bit more strength though, 4568. Not quite as much of a break, but oh, the Bitcoin pop right back up. Whew, to 63. So there you go. And all my electronics are about to die, so I think that me and them both need to go to bed.
So have a good evening.
You too. Tell Rick I said good night, and I'll talk to him tomorrow.
You got it.
Bye.
silver will not be
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about the delay. Where are we? 61
Holy shit, Rick, you
people.
scared the piss out of me.
Oh, did I? My bad, dude.
Had my headset up way too loud.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
money.
Oh, I see, because people, they turn it up for the music. Is that right? Or wait, you guys are in the Discord. So
No, I'm on the
you might
Discord.
not be- yeah.
I don't know. I just had it up and I'm back and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I forgot that. I thought you left.
Yeah,
I
no,
was on here.
I went and got a coffee, and my auntie sent me something for my birthday, so I just called her up to thank her, and yeah, just AFK for a little bit there. But I'm back, and Solana is still okay. It's peeling off that all-time high so far, but it's still up in the neighborhood to get back on trend again. What else has popped up in the last 20 minutes? Where's Matic? Okay, Matic's pulling back. Yeah, no, that's alright.
Yeah, took a little dump.
No problem there. I mean, as long as it doesn't go back into the depths of of the lows that it was in, you know, a couple of weeks ago, that's fine. Yeah. So this, on Matic, you could see that it forms out like some kind of a wedge, like a bigger wedge, like something like this over time. If that's going to be a pivot that we're dealing with, then perhaps something like that, where it just, it chops sideways for however much longer and then gets a breakout. That seems to be kind of natural for how it's been behaving anyway. It pushes up for a high, reattempts the high a couple of times, doesn't quite make it, and then gets squeezed and then a breakout. We will see. Anyway, I'll leave the stream up, but I'm gonna play a video game. I sound so old when I say video game, I just mean a game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the software running. The game software. CD-ROM.
Oh god, so old.
Do you remember floppy disks?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. Damn. That's back in the day.
The 90s.
Yep.
You remember when you had to install the like AOL?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did you guys have the dial up?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Had dial-up for quite a while. Stepping up from dial-up to ADSL was cool. Broadband.
I remember dial-up just trying to quote-unquote surf the web. You would
Oh.
wait like 5 minutes for one website to load.
Yeah. Loading a picture. Remember that episode of The Simpsons where the picture's loading and it's like loads it in blocks down the screen.
That never happens anymore.
No. Yeah. It's all pretty much at once. And I remember like back in the days of downloading music, it would take like a good 10 minutes to download a 3.5 megabyte song or something like that.
Yeah, you like leave your computer run all night to download a CD.
Yeah, oh, crazy. Right, sorry if this blows people's eardrums when I start this game up. I hope the sound isn't too loud. Skip the intro music. Okay, so Bitcoin's been pulling back a little bit. Not crazy. There's no like downtrend or anything. It's just chopping sideways with a slight bias to down, at least in the short term anyway.
The 1 hour looks good. Looks like a bull pennant.
Yeah. Yep. You could even argue that's like it could be looking as like like a bull flag perhaps as well.
Still bullish either way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And then we break out of there and go to 80,000.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Bull flag. If it goes up the length of the flag pole, And that could mean, let's see if we break out anytime soon. That can take us to 67k, basically back up to the all-time high for that bull flag breakout if it was to do it now or in the next couple of hours.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. You know what? Honestly, I'm okay with Bitcoin chopping sideways like this for, you know, the next 6 months. I don't care as long as the alts get time to 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 shine, you know, and take some of that dominance off Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's just hogging all of the market cap still. Holds a lot of it.
Yeah. It doesn't know how to share.
Yeah. XRP doing well, $1.21. XRP. It'd just be good to see this go on a nice trend for like a week, solid week, XRP. Or even just 2 days. Like, I mean, any kind of action it gets, it's kind of like short-lived and it only lasts, you know, a few hours at best, and then it pulls right back again. That's what it's been doing in this sort of area, this kind of range. No solid long-term trends. But yeah, right now it is approaching the 0.5 fib level of the $2 high from before earlier this year. That almost $2 high that it made back in April. If you trace that down to the lowest point, which is like 50 cents, you get these fib levels acting as resistance. So yeah, the good thing about XRP in this case is that it's reacting off the fibs like quite clean. Like you've got a rejection here at the 618, and then a couple of rejections so far here at the 0.5 fib level. So we're approaching that 0.5 pretty rapidly right now. So just be careful, because it may see resistance there and peel back. Hopefully not enough to stop the trend, but you will get some kind of bump off $1.23, $1.24-ish, maybe. So keep an eye on the fib levels is what I suggest there. Here's my game. I'll leave the chart on XRP. We'll just see how that tracks. I'll put it on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah, it looks like kind of what Matic just did.
Yeah. Yep.
Your ban. 5 seconds remaining.
I might do just while I'm getting this this itch to play games. I might stop the YouTube stream and then bring it back up after I'm over it. After I'm over gaming, but alright, I'll do that. Alright, so until next time, like whether that's in a couple of hours from now or even tomorrow, thanks for tuning in, YouTube, and I'll catch you in the next one. Appreciate it.
See you, Rick.